Hello once again, my friends. I hope life is treating you all well. I come to you today with a yearly plan of when to and what to fish for. Certain species of fish are migratory and seasonal, and knowing exactly the yearly cycle can only but benefit one's fishing ventures. As the seasons go, winter is comprised of December, January, and February. And as following in nature's and the calendar's footsteps, let's start off in January. Typically the coldest month of the year. January. During the first months of the year, water temperatures drop significantly, reducing the activity of certain fish which migrate to warmer waters. In January we generally catch white bream and sea bass, which adore that white oxygenated water generated by those winter crashing waves. Although in the sea bass's case during the month of January, they are protected and a catch and release practice is applied. February. February is still good for the sea bass and the white bream. Not too much has changed here, apart from maybe the sea bass's behavior, which is at the later end of the spawning season, as the protected period includes both January as well as February. Also, although specifically for the SACV, Sudoeste Algarvia and Costa Vicentina, the white sea bream is protected from the 1st of February to the 14th of March. Therefore, better think again of what species to try catch. March. The larger trophy sea bass will start leaving the shorelines. The white sea bream after the 14th is now allowed to be caught again, but new players will now start to come on the scene, like the Atlantic bonito or sarajao. The shopper or black bream is another, still a bream, and similar habits and behaviors as the white bream, but does also deserve its time in the spotlight. Another fish is the ray. Although some species are protected, so you have to be sure just which you are allowed to land. April. Spring is here, a beautiful time of year when the world seems to awaken from a long, drowsy slumber, and a reminder that beauty always follows the coldest winters. And with the spring comes the turbot, pregado in Portuguese, as well as the Spanish sea bream, or bezugo, yet another bream, a big family indeed. And last but most definitely not least, the stone bass, salmon bass or corvina, simply a majestical fish. May, the last month of spring. The rascasse, red scorpion fish, tends to appear more frequently, as well as the beaker or Pandora, also known as the king of breams. And one of my all-time favorites, the cuttlefish, or choco. June. The seas are starting to get busy. The saddled bream is one of the first to appear, and June and July is when you will catch in more abundance. Then things start to get a little crazy. One of the culprits is the mackerel and horse mackerel or carapau. These fish bring immense life to the waters, and the seas swell with activity. It's the start of the summer madness. July. And summer is here, The crazy boom in marine life due to the warmer waters and the most activity. The waters boil with surface fish. You can see all the bustling activity, all that life, movement and excitement in the water. Shoals of fish being chased by predators and picked off by the marine birds. A truly busy time of the year for the waters. Besides the mackerel and carapau, the sardines are here, and the madness has started. This is when you are more likely to see dolphins off the shore, hunting, playing. They are amazing to see. These I had the privilege to catch on camera as I was doing an early morning spinning session. What a sight. Those mackerel and sardine really get everyone excited. What a privilege. And besides the mackerel, sardines, horse mackerel and the dolphins, the churn, Atlantic wreckfish or bass groper is around, although in deeper waters, and during the month of July and the following month of August they are protected. The red porgy or pargo is but another stunning example of a beautiful specimen of fish that can be caught off the Portuguese coast and has a tendency to appear briefly around this time of year, then disappear. They are getting harder and harder to catch on shore. August. Besides the mackerels still being here and in numbers, and all the madness that comes with them, the anchovy or anchovas have started to appear and should stick around for the next 3 months. Once again, a deeper water fish, and most probably rarely caught on shore, although there are exceptions. Another contender for the month of August is the peixe aranha, spider fish or weaver fish, a nasty little fish indeed, poisonous and buries itself in the sand where it lays until an unsuspecting beachgoer will come along and stand on it, causing immense pain which can only be soothed with very hot water. Lovely white meat on them though, and great to eat. The sole or linguado can also be caught more frequently this time of the year, along with the triggerfish, peixe porco. With all due respect, one of the less intelligent fish there is. They will hook themselves on anything and can be caught even without bait. September, and we are now in autumn. September is a transitional period where the last of the summer fish, that being the mackerel, horse mackerel and so on, are slowly leaving for other waters, and you notice a substantial decline in catches and bites. This is the last month for the sardine, as they also will move on as the colder months are approaching and the plankton-rich summer seas are fading. On the positive side, it is when we start fishing for squid or lula. Best way to catch: a little boat and big light. Night boat fishing is a must. Squid jigging time is here. October. Undoubtedly a better month than the previous. This is when we start to catch those lovely gilt-head bream or doradas. An excellent fish, the prince of the bream family. One of the tastiest and biggest bream you can catch. We anglers simply adore them. November. In many anglers' opinion, simply the best month of the year, as besides the gilt-head bream, still for sure being here and in numbers, the bigger, better trophy-sized sea bass have returned and are ready to be caught as they share the grounds with the spotted sea bass, the smaller cousin. December, the last month of the year and also of this short film. The sea bass are still here, going about their business, replenishing the stock and providing the future generation of the species. Here is a species that many may not know, the brill or rodovallo. Not to be mistaken with the turbot, although most definitely from the flatfish family. A very funny-looking fellow indeed. And funnier still is the octopus, which has recovered since being protected in September and October, and is now ready to be caught for the Portuguese New Year. The information provided was based on my own experiences, research and information, and feedback from local fishermen, and may vary from region to region. And some fish roll onto the next month or months in cases, and stay after being presented. Also, there are fish that were not mentioned here. This is due to them being all-year-rounders, or fish that don't particularly have a specific season or preferable time to catch. These fish include, to mention but some, the mullet, garfish or needlefish, the ballan wrasse or budiao, the rock goby or gabos de rocha, the salema or cow bream, and both the eels, that being the conger and moray. And last of all, and really against my will to include this guy here, but I have to maintain impartial, although we really don't like this guy, the boga or boops. Not a fish we like to catch. But there is one even worse. The mere mention of its name sends fear throughout the fishing community and is known worldwide, on any continent and any culture. And here he is, the dreaded blank. And there we have it, 30+ fish you might catch in Portugal, and the most probable time of the year to do so. I do sincerely hope this video could be of some help, and can aid in making memorable moments fishing in Portugal and reeling in memories. That said, I wish you all farewell and hope to see you again soon. Thank you.